All right, so how am I to hit my goal of making $10,000 per month with my marketing agency? So, as you know, in my first video, I have already told my goal publicly, and now it's time to create a step by step plan of how I want to achieve it. Because if you have a goal, but you do not have an action plan, you don't know how to actually get it, like what are the things you need to do on a daily basis to hit that goal, then it's not a goal, it's just a wish, right? So, for me to achieve my goals, I need to break down my goals into daily activities and like what are the things required from my side that I need to do every single day to get closer to my goal, right? So that's exactly what I want to discuss in this video. I have already made the plan. I want to share it with you so that you can see what it looks like. Okay. So yeah, let me share my screen and I'll walk you through everything. Okay. So first we need to understand what is a goal. A goal should be crystal and clear on what I want, why I want it, and how I want to achieve it, right? So these are three main fundamental questions that I need to answer in order to create a solid plan. So first, what is my goal? Like what's my goal? So my goal is very simple, which is to reach $10,000 per month with my marketing agency with 8 to 12 active paying clients. That's my goal. Second, why do I want it? So when you set a goal, it's very important that you set some sort of why. You need to know why you want to try, like why you are trying to achieve that goal. Because if something happens, something bad happens, and you face a lot of obstacles, you need to have that why at the back of your mind so that you can keep going. So here I have laid down what are my whys to achieve my goals. So first, I want to live with the freedom of money. I have seen a lot of a struggle with money in my family, in my circle. So I don't want to live that way. So I want to live with a freedom of money. Second, I want to make my mom proud and retire her one day. This is one of my most important why I want to achieve my goals. And third, I want to travel the world and do adventurous thing with my brother. This is something that I really like. So yeah. Second, next is take my parents on trips, twice a year because we have limited time with my family, with our parents. So if you could make some good memories and show them the world, it would be a great feeling, right? And the next one is I want to get a surgery for my father's knee pain. So my father is struggling from a knee arthritis pain for a long time, and I have done some research. So we are looking to get a surgery for him, which is going to cost around 10 to 15 lakh. And last but not the least, which is for my life partner. So I want to achieve my goal for my life partner so that when I achieve my goals, it's not just going to benefit me. I will have that character, I will have that discipline that if I can achieve my goals, I can help you in your journey to achieve your goals. Okay, so it is going to be beneficial for, it is going to be put me in that position where I can support her properly in her, in achieving her dreams. Okay, so yeah, those are my whys. My whys. Okay, now the next question is what are the obstacles I need to overcome to achieve my goals? So number one is sorry. Yeah. So what are the obstacles I need to overcome to achieve my goals? So number one is being able to get 25 to 30 sales calls per month on my calendar. Because if I do not have enough calls on my calendar, I'm not going to get any clients, right? So that's the first thing. Second is closing paid trial clients. So earlier what I was doing, I was just doing the free trial clients. So I was not taking any money upfront. But right now I have learned that if people don't pay anything, they do not value it. So I'm going to close free trial client, but I will take some sort of commitment, maybe $100 to $200 for the free trial period. Okay. Third is overcome the fear of calling the leads and booking appointments. So from a long time, I have a fear that if I call the leads, that people might think that I'm from different country, my accent is not good and all those things. So it puts me, in a position where I fear a lot when it comes to calling the leads on phone and talking with them. Okay, I've never had issue doing sales call while on the Zoom call, but on the phone call, it's hard for me, so that's what I'm trying to overcome. I have to overcome if I want to achieve my goals of making $10,000 per month. Okay, now the next thing is what are the skills and knowledge required to achieve my goals? So whatever thing that you want to achieve, whatever goals you have, there should be definitely few skills that you need to learn or you need to master in order to hit that goal. So here are few skills that I need to develop to hit my goal of making 10K. So number one is appointment setting. This is one of the most important thing because that is the starting point to achieve my goals, because if I can set appointments for myself, for my agency, I can have more sales call on my calendar, right? So for the appointment setting, what I'm to do to develop that skill is spend 30 minutes every day practicing appointment setting. Either I can do a role play with ChatGPT or record a video of myself doing appointment setting phone call and review it so that I can improve my tonality, my, the way I speak and everything. It will help me to improve my appointment setting process. Second is sales. It is also very important, because if I have sales call on my calendar and I don't know how to sell, I don't know how to persuade people on my service, I'm not going to get any clients, right? So I need to get better at sales. So to improve my sales skill, what I'm to do is I'm to watch a successful sales call video every single day. So there are a lot of channels on YouTube. I have found few which have uploaded their sales call, and it is working, like it is really good. So I can watch that successful call every single day, so that it will help me to understand how they do the sales call, how they persuade the people, and their tonality and everything. Okay. And the second thing I'm going to do is watch 1 hour sales training by Alex Harmoji, Hunter Shiro, or Cameron England. There are a few people that I learned from about the sales and marketing. So I'm going to spend some time, at least 1 hour every day in improving my sales skill. And third is patience and accountability. So doing the inputs daily and checking off my daily to-do list every day without any expectation of external outcome. This is also very, very important, because at the end, all I have to do, I have to create a to-do list, right? And I have to check that off every single day. If I can do that consistently, I'm going to get closer to my goal, because right now I am at this position where I know exactly what I need to do at a certain level. Not at 100%, but I know 80% of the time what I need to do to get closer to my goal. So if I create a to-do list, so I need to focus on checking off that to-do list every single day. Even if I do not get results instantly, I should be able to continue my work. Okay, so this is also very important. So now the next thing is who do I need to work with to overcome my obstacle to acquire the skills? So I have laid down a few people that I'm to learn from to achieve the skills or to overcome my obstacles. Okay, number one is Kiran Roshan for the direction of outreach and the volume. Okay, number two is Kyle. He will help me with my appointment setting process and the sales skill process to improve my sales skill and all. Okay, and third but not the least, which is myself. I need to work with myself to put in relentless amount of work, because if I do not put enough volume, enough work into the system, it is not going to work. Okay, so I need to put so much effort, so much work into achieving my goals. So these are the three people that I need to work with in order to achieve my goals, or to improve the or to overcome the obstacles that I have. Now the final thing is, what's the deadline of achievement? It is also very important that you set some sort of deadline, so that you know that you have this time frame to achieve your goals, and then you can break down goals accordingly. Okay, so my deadline of achievement is 31st December 2025. So now let's the actual thing begin, which is let's break down the goal. So as per the deadline, to achieve my $10,000 per month goal, we have 4 months left, which is September, October, November, and December. So this is already like 1 week has already passed by, but I'm to still count because I have set this goal earlier and break down all the goals earlier, So my goal is making $10,000 per month, and we have 4 months left. Okay, so each month I need to add an extra $2,500 of MRR, so that every month if I add $2,500 per month of MRR, just means monthly recurring revenues. If I add an extra $2,500 to my business every single month, I should be able to hit 10K by the end of 4th month, right? So in order to add $2,500 MRR, what I need, I just need to get 3 paying clients who is going to pay me $800 per month for my services, and I'm going to hit that revenue of $2,500 of MRR, right? So now let's talk about what's my action plan. What's my plan of action? Sorry. So in order to hit that 3 clients with $800 per month, what I'm to do is I need to send 400 SMS outreach per day. The reason why I'm doing SMS is because it allows you to do volume without putting in manual work. So when I can use Go High Level to send 400 SMS in a single day, and I do not have to do it manually, and I just need to focus upon doing the volume thing. Okay, so 400 SMS per day. It will help me to book at least 30 calls in a month if I do that much volume. Okay, if I book 30 calls in a month, and let's say if I just get 40% show up rate, so usually we get 30 to 40%. So I'm considering that I'm going to get 40% show up rate. That means in a month, I will get actual 12 sales call one-on-one Zoom meeting with my potential prospect. And out of 12 sales call, I'm going to close, like I'm confident enough that I can close at least 5 free trial client, out of that 12 calls with, let's say, 40 to 50% conversion rate. Okay. And once I have 5 free trial clients, I can do the service and convert them, at least 3 of them, into paying clients. And one client pay me $800. So that means if I convert 3 paying clients, it is going to help me an final outcome of $2,500 of MRR. Okay. So let's break down the thing into actual daily plan of action. So what are the things I need to do daily to achieve this goal? There are a few components. So I have mainly break down my daily to-do list into 4 things that I need to do every single day to get closer to my goals. So number 1 is 400 SMS outreach per day. It will help me to get in front of my ideal prospect at a higher scale, which will help me to give more opportunities to get people interested in my service. Okay. Second is call the leads. Call every lead who respond positively. So if I send 400 SMS, I might get some positive response that, hey, I'm interested, or something like that. Then what I need to do, I need to call them immediately and try to book an appointment. Okay, that's the second thing. Third is I spend 30 minutes in role play for the appointment setting, so that when I do call people, I should be able to book an appointment with them. Okay, so I'm going to spend 30 minutes every single day to improve my appointment setting process. And the fourth thing is I spend 1 hour every day in sales training so that I can improve my sales ability. Okay, so if you look down all these 4 things, these are all things interconnected. If I send 400 SMS per day, it will help me to get enough opportunities. Call the leads every day, it will help me to book appointments. In order to book appointments, I need to have good appointment setting skill, right? So I'm going to spend 30 minutes every day to improve my appointment setting skill, so that when I do call them, I'm going to book an appointment. And once I have the appointments, I need to get better at sales. So I'm going to spend 1 hour every single day to improve my sales ability. Okay, so it will help me to generate interest to actually finally close the deal. Okay, so these are the 4 main things that I'm to do on a daily basis to get closer to my goal. And now, since it is a daily plan of action, there are a few things that I think we can do on a weekly basis to get closer to my goal. Okay, so it's a weekly plan of action. So on a weekly basis, what I need to do is create a case study video or an educational video in my niche and post on YouTube. Okay, it will help me to build trust and credibility in the long term, so that, let's say, if I do outreach someone, or if someone do search my name or my business name, they should be able to find some sort of content, so that it will help me to overcome that, a skepticism when clients have, so they might see some content, see some value out of that, and then potentially they will move forward with my service. Okay, that's the first thing we can do on a weekly basis. Second thing is we can do a value-based follow-up to all the past leads who I have on my list once a week at least. So I have potential prospects of almost 50 to 100 people, because I have sent a lot of text earlier. So I have potential prospect who haven't booked a call with me. So what we can do is we can send a one value-based follow-up every single week to them, so that we can convert some of them into actual appointment and then try to sell them on my service. Okay, so that's the weekly plan of action. So if I do that, if I follow my daily plan of action and a weekly plan of action, I should be able to get at least 3 paying clients in a month. So that is actually, my step-by-step plan of how I'm planning to hit $10,000 per month. Okay, because if I can hit that $2,500 mark in month 1, then on the next month I can repeat the same process, and then from there then we can move towards the paid ad. So I haven't laid down the entire process of month 1, month 2, month 3, and finally month 4, because I know the process is going to be changed. So for the first 2 months, I think this could be an actual game plan of how I'm to hit my from $0 to $4,000 to $5,000 a month with my marketing agency. Yeah, that's my actual a step-by-step plan of how I'm going to hit my goal of making $10,000 per month. I hope you like it, and if you have any suggestions, anything, you can let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.